Hello and welcome to yoga. Today we're going to start out just in your regular seated position. So however you're comfortable, sitting on the floor, legs crossed. We can stack our legs or just cross them however we're comfortable. Sitting straight up, focusing on lengthening that spine like we always do. Lengthening the spine, lengthening the neck. Sitting tall, 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 tall. Deep breath in for a 4 count. Exhale for a 4 count. Big deep breath in, welcoming peace and beauty of the day. And big long exhale. Exhaling out all that bad stuff. Let's take it into a twist to the left side. So we're going to grab that left knee, that right hand, other hand goes on the back on the mat. Be up on the fingertips, we can be down on the palm, but we're just going to lengthen through that spine. Big inhale and twist with that exhale. Good. Hold here and breathe. Inhale for 4. Through the nose, exhale for 4 out the mouth. Good. One more. Big deep inhale. And exhale. Good. Coming back to center. Big deep inhale here as we lengthen through the spine and the neck. And on that exhale, we're just going to crawl those hands forward, just slightly, gently, stretching through the lower back, lengthening through the neck. Good. Big, deep inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Maybe just reaching just a little bit further forward. Good. Big, deep inhale through the nose. Exhale through that mouth. Good. Inhale, we roll up through the spine. Lengthen, lengthen, lengthen. Exhale, we twist over to that other side. So left palm on the right knee. Right hand goes back on the mat, up on the fingertips or on the palm. And inhale, we twist. And exhale for 4 through the mouth. One more big inhale as we lengthen. Good. Exhale here. Good. Coming back to center. Bringing those hands to prayer. Big deep inhale through the nose for 4 counts. Exhale. We're going to push those palms forward, linking the fingers. Can't talk today. Inhale, raising up overhead. Nice stretch through those shoulders. Exhale, we come down into those cactus arms. Good. Just hold here. Stretch. Nice stretch on that. Inhale through the back. Exhale, we let those hands fall down. Inhale, bringing them back up to prayer. Exhale, we link the fingers, pushing through the palms. Good. Inhale, raising up overhead. Exhale, we bring it down into those cactus arms. Good. Holding about shoulder height. And then on the inhale, we're just going to open that chest up. Open it up, open it up. Exhale, we close. Close those elbows. Bring them in. Inhale, open that chest back up. Open, open. Elbows high. Exhale, bringing them back into close. Good. One more stretch here. Inhale, elbows high. Stretching, opening through that back. Open, open, opening up the chest and the heart. Exhale, we close the hands. Good. And one last big deep inhale here, prayer. Exhale, linking those fingers, pushing the palms forward. Inhale, we raise. And exhale last time into cactus arms. Good. Hold, hold, hold. One last big deep inhale. And exhale, palms come down to knees. Good. Switch over to the bottom, straighten those legs out today. Work on both sides of the body today. So keep keeping those knees just a little bit soft, we're just going to go into that nice forward fold, get a stretch in those hamstrings. So big inhale here, raising hands up overhead. Inhale. Exhale, release and hinge at those hips. Good. Letting the body fall. We're not forcing. Big deep inhale through the nose. Exhale, we melt into those knees. Good. Forehead full. Inhale for 4. And exhale for 4. Good. One more time. Inhale for 4. And exhale for 4. Good. Inhale, we roll up through the spine, nice and slow, just rolling up to a seated position. Good. Exhale, we're going to hinge and come forward one more time. Good. Soft knees, forehead comes down. Lengthening as much as we can through that spine. Big, deep inhale. Exhale, we melt into that fold just a little bit further. Good. Big, deep inhale here. Good. And exhale. Hinge just a little bit more forward if you can. Melting, melting, melting. Good. Inhale, we're going to slowly raise up. And on that exhale, we're going to slowly take it down onto the back. Bringing those heels in towards the bottom. Hands, palms, forearms on the mat. Big, deep inhale here. And then on the exhale, we're going to push up with those palms and the forearms, raising up into that bridge position. Squeezing through the thighs. Squeeze those thighs together. Good. Taking the weight out of the neck, distributing it equally in our shoulders, out of the neck. Good. Big inhale. Lifting with the hips, squeezing with the thighs, squeezing them together. Good. Exhale. You can link those hands underneath. Link, continuing to raise. Big inhale here. And exhale. Good. One more big deep inhale. Exhale, we lower back to the mat. Taking that right foot, crossing it over the left leg, opening up shoulder, opening up the knee, a shoulder, opening up the hips, not the shoulders, and the knee. Good. Big deep inhale here. And then on my exhale, I'm just going to reach my hand through and grab the bottom side of my thigh. My left leg and just gently pull towards my body. Good. Relaxing the rest of my upper body on the mat. Not forcing, just stretching, opening up those hips. Good. Big deep inhale. And another exhale. Good. Inhale through the nose. And exhale through the mouth. Good. Here through the nose. And exhale, gently placing those feet both back down on the mat. We're going to put our palms and our forearms back down on the mat. Take a big deep inhale, moving those heels in towards the bottom. Exhale, both feet. We're going to push those hips back up into the air, into that bridge position. So holding in bridge. Taking the weight out of the neck, distributing the weight amongst the shoulders, squeezing at the top, squeezing those thighs together, lifting the hands if you can underneath, lifting with those hips and holding. Big deep breath in, and exhale for 4. Good. Lift and raise, lift and squeeze. Exhale for 4. Good. big deep inhale. Lift, 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 lift with those hips. Good. Exhale, we come back down to the mat. Palms at our sides, flat on the mat. We're going to take that left foot, cross it over that left leg. Just breathing here for a second, opening up the hips. Gently opening up that knee. Good. Big deep inhale through the nose. Exhale, we're going to reach that hand through, grab the thigh, and grab the opposite side of the thigh with the other hand. Good. Upper body comes back down flat on the mat, and just gently pulling that leg forward and opening up that left hip. Good. Big deep inhale. Exhale through the mouth. Good. Big inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. One more big deep inhale. And exhale, feet come back down to the mat. Good. This time we're going to take that right leg and just lift it straight up into the air. Big deep inhale, palms and forearms are going to be close to my body, flat on the mat. Take a big deep inhale through thy nose. And on my exhale, I'm going to lift with that left leg. Good. And hold. Breathe. Big deep inhale. Exhale through the mouth. Good, 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 good. Take that tension out of the neck. If you're having trouble, go ahead and scoot that heel just a little bit closer to the bottom. Makes it just a little bit easier. Lift, lift, lift. One more big deep inhale. Exhale, we come back down to the mat. Good. Go ahead and cross that foot over. Just open up that knee. Just a nice little stretch. Big deep inhale. Good. Exhale through the mouth. And right foot comes back down to the mat. Take that left foot, lift it up in the air. Remember, take that right foot, scoot it just a little bit closer to your bottom, makes it just a little bit easier on that lift. Taking the palms of the hands and the forearms, placing them on the mat. Big deep inhale through the nose. Exhale, we lift, 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 lift. Taking the weight out of the neck, hold and breathe. Big deep inhale. And exhale through the mouth. One more big deep inhale. Exhale through the mouth. Really feeling it in that quad. One more big deep inhale. And exhale, we lower, bring that foot back down to the mat. Good. Crossing that foot over the leg. And just getting an extra little stretch in that hip up and the knee. A big deep inhale. Good. And exhale through the mouth. Good. Big deep inhale. And exhale through the mouth. Good. And while we're down here on the mat, we're just going to straighten those legs. So laying on our backs, palms up. We spread. We're going to take a big deep inhale. We're not in Savasana yet. And on that exhale, we're going to lift so the head comes up. Shoulders come up off the mat. Arms come up off the mat. And my legs come up off the mat. Iron cross. We're just going to take a big deep inhale. Good. One more big deep inhale. And last in. And exhale, lower back to the mat. Good. Good. Go ahead and gently bring those knees one at a time up to the chest. Holding with the palms just on top of the knees. We're going to take a big deep inhale through the nose. And on that exhale, we're going to let that lower back just melt into the mat. Make sure that lower back is connected to the mat and just melting. Good. One more big deep inhale. Good. Exhale. Melting through the mat. Good. I'm just going to do my last one. Come to a seated position. We're going to keep those legs spread out in front of you. Palms are going to come down. right at my sides here. So I'm scooting them in towards my rear, just getting comfortable. Shoulder width, right underneath, wrists right underneath my shoulders, heels connected to the mat. I'm going to take a big deep inhale, and on my exhale, I'm going to lift up into a reverse plank. So you want to kind of position, get your body comfortable. Here we go. So we're lifting up here, and my neck I'm going to extend, lifting through the hips into a reverse plank. So big deep inhale, and exhale here. Good. Make sure those wrists are stacked underneath the shoulders, and the neck is just lengthened as much as you can. Rise with those hips. Good. Big deep inhale, and exhale through the mouth. Good. One more big deep inhale, and exhale through the mouth. Good. Lowering those hips, coming back down to the mat, bringing those feet in right here. One more big deep inhale here, and on the exhale we're going to come into that reverse table. So we're just lifting those hips up once again, coming into a table position with our bodies on the opposite side, opposite way we usually do it, lengthening through that neck, squeezing the thighs together, lifting, lift, breathe, extend with that neck, big deep inhale, exhale for 4, good, another big deep inhale, lift with those hips, and exhale, we lower back down to the mat. Good. Let's go ahead and straighten out those legs, shake them out a little bit. We're going to take a big deep inhale, raising the arms. Soft knees, lengthening through the spine and the neck. Inhale through the nose. Exhale, melt forward just a little bit more if you can. Good. Inhale through the nose. Exhale, we roll up. Good. Roll. Good. One more time. Inhale, we raise the arms. Soft knees. Exhale, hinge at those hips. Lengthen. Lengthen through the neck. Lengthen through the spine. Take that tension out of those shoulders. Roll them away. Good. Big deep inhale with your mouth. I'm sorry, with your nose. Exhale through the mouth. One more big deep inhale here. Good. Exhale, we slowly roll up. Good. Just a seated twist. The spine a little bit at the end. So we're going to take that right foot, cross it over the left leg. Good. Take that opposite elbow, left elbow, crossing it over the knee, or just placing the hand on the knee. If you're not comfortable twisting all the way with that elbow, you can just gently place the hand on the knee, or take it to the elbow if you're getting that deeper stretch. Big deep inhale, lengthen with the spine. Exhale, twist. Good. Other hand is flat on the mat or up on the fingertips. Good. Another big deep inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Good. Palm can be on the knee, elbow on the knee, whatever's more comfortable. Big deep inhale. Exhale through the mouth. Good. Coming back to center. Straightening out both legs, taking that left foot, crossing it over the right leg. On that inhale, we lengthen. Opposite hand comes down to the mat. You can be up on the fingertips if it's more comfortable, or get that hand flat on the mat if you can. Good. So we're going to inhale, lengthen. Exhale, we twist. So we can connect that elbow or just connect the palm to the knee, whatever's more comfortable, but we twist. Good. Big deep inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Good. One more big deep inhale through the nose. And exhale through the mouth. Good. Good. Really feeling that stretch today. Come back to seated, straightening those legs out. We're going to lay back into Savasana. Finish the day. Straighten out those legs. Palms come to the side. Hands up. And rest. And we think about how beautiful the rest of our day is going to be. Big deep inhale through the nose. Exhale, clearing the mind, melting the body into the mat. Good. Inhale all that good, powerful stuff for your day. And exhale all that bad energy, all that yucky stuff we don't want in our day. Just gonna push it on out. Good. One more big deep inhale. Exhale, just melt into that mat. Good. Good. And we finish here for the day. And once again, you can stay in Savasana as long as you like. Come back up to seated when you're ready and enjoy the rest of your day. Namaste.